cancer survivors, Mr. Jim Zuley, to share a few words. But let's bring up Jim Zuley.
Well, you know, guys, I think the ladies in red and Jarvie, Multicultural Motion Picture Association, I think you guys hit it out of the park and you stood up for cancer. Okay, that's what I think. But you know, it's not only the fundraising that produces all this success. It's not only fundraising, it's the emotional impact, it's the voluntary you can do for those people, it's the emotional support you can give. Like Shelley said, how many of you know somebody that had cancer? How many of you had cancer? Almost everybody stood up, right? So it's the emotional support that you can give your family or friends or whoever has had cancer. They ask for those that actually have cancer. What it is you have to have faith and you have to have a positive attitude. It's so important. Because in the wards I went to, it was all doom and gloom. You know, doom and gloom, everybody. You know, doctor said, he said, do you want to know your diagnosis? And I said, sure. And he said, well, you have a very aggressive lymphomas. He said, it's very tough to beat. And he looked down on the floor and he shook his head. And I said, good, because I have a very aggressive immune system, very tough to beat. It's the attitude. And the last time I was standing in front of people speaking, I had to adjust my wig because, you know. So anyway, we went through it, and thank you, Jarvie. And Larry King, he had a show one time. They said, Larry, of all the shows you did, give us one show. And he said, I remember one show. He said, there were 6 people on the panel, and they never agreed. 2 people don't agree, let alone 6. And to make it worse, there was 3 religious people and 3 people of science. And they made a statement, and all 6 people nodded their head in agreement. The way in which you think determines the outcome, and they're all agreed.
Yeah!
Positive, guys.
Jim Zuley standing up for cancer. Cancer-free right now, along with all those others that we believe are in remission, are completely gone.
Life is hard, that's why I wrote it easy way. Life is hard, that's why I wrote it easy way. Life is hard, that's why I wrote it easy way. Life is hard, that's why I wrote it easy way. Everybody stand up for easy, working hard in Hollywood. Got many celebrities ready on deck. Cali love, that's what's good. We doing work the easy way. What can I say? Carolina, yeah, to California, yeah.